The BTS fandom is in meltdown mode after a series of fan-captured moments revealed what appears to be Jimin persistently asking Jin to move to Los Angeles. The rumors began swirling after a backstage clip from a recent private gathering in LA showed the two members in a close, animated conversation, with Jimin leaning in, smiling, and gesturing toward the city's skyline visible through the window, according to fan lip-reading attempts, now going viral on X, formerly Twitter. Jimin can be seen mouthing the words, "Come to LA, live here with us." The snippet, just 6 seconds long, has ignited a frenzy of speculation across ARMY communities worldwide. Some fans believe the conversation was about more than casual relocation talk. This feels like the beginning of something bigger, maybe a full OT7 reunion in one place. One fan posted, pointing out that Los Angeles has historically been the base for several of BTS's major milestones, from global award shows to recording sessions. Others suggest Jimin's request may be tied to upcoming group projects that require the members to be in close proximity. The setting of the video only adds to the intrigue. It was reportedly filmed at a Beverly Hills estate where multiple members have been spotted in recent weeks, fueling theories that BTS has been quietly regrouping in LA. The clip ends with Jin laughing and shaking his head in mock resistance, prompting Jimin to playfully nudge his arm as if unwilling to take no for an answer. While HYBE has made no official comment, the interaction has already taken on a life of its own online, with hashtags like #JinMoveToLA and #OT7 reunion dominating global trends. Fans are now dissecting every recent public appearance of Jin and Jimin for further clues, right down to matching accessories and overlapping schedules. Whether or not Jin actually makes the move, the idea of him living in LA alongside his fellow members has set the fandom's imagination on fire. And if Jimin gets his way, the next time ARMY sees BTS together, it might not just be for a reunion. It could be the start of a whole new chapter. The morning after the clip surfaced, Los Angeles felt like the epicenter of a global storm. News sites in Korea, Japan, and the US all ran headlines about Jimin's playful but persistent plea for Jin to move to LA. Even non-K-pop outlets like Vanity Fair and Rolling Stone picked up the story, framing it as the kind of friendship fans dream about. But the real action was online. ARMY accounts flooded timelines with theories, dissecting the 6-second clip frame by frame. Lip-reading experts were invited onto live streams to confirm whether Jimin's words were indeed "Come to LA, live here with us." Fans cross-referenced the date and location with other BTS member sightings in Los Angeles, and the theory boards lit up. By mid-morning, paparazzi staked out key celebrity neighborhoods in Beverly Hills and West Hollywood, hoping to catch either Jimin or Jin. Around noon, blurry shots began to circulate showing a black SUV. One fan claimed belonged to Jin's security detail, pulling into the driveway of the same estate where Jimin was spotted earlier in the week. Social media exploded again when an anonymous staff source whispered to a fan account that the pair had spent the afternoon together, allegedly looking over property listings with a real estate agent. Whether true or just another rumor in the whirlwind didn't seem to matter. #JinHouseHunt in LA was trending globally within an hour. The speculation took an even sharper turn when a popular Korean entertainment columnist wrote, "If Jin does move to LA, it could mean something bigger than personal relocation. It might be a strategic step ahead of BTS's next group chapter." This comment alone was enough to spawn hundreds of videos and fan essays predicting an OT7 cohabitation or a comeback hub in Los Angeles. HYBE remained silent, and so did both Jin and Jimin, which only made the story grow. For fans, the lack of denial felt like its own kind of confirmation. And now, the entire fandom was on edge, waiting for the next breadcrumb, a photo, a sighting, or maybe even a live stream that might prove once and for all whether Jimin's plea was just playful talk or the start of something much bigger. The rumor mill had been spinning for days, but nothing could have prepared the fandom for what happened on a quiet Thursday afternoon in Los Angeles. Just after 3 p.m., paparazzi lenses caught the unmistakable figures of Jimin and Jin walking side by side down Melrose Avenue. No heavy entourage, no staged photo op, just two BTS members dressed casually, laughing together as if they didn't have the eyes of millions on them. Jin wore a loose black hoodie and baseball cap pulled low, while Jimin sported an oversized cream sweater and sunglasses that couldn't quite hide his grin. What sent the internet into overdrive wasn't just the fact that they were together. It was the moment captured mid-step, when Jimin leaned toward Jin, his mouth forming the exact same words fans had been obsessing over for a week. "Move to LA." The camera caught it perfectly, Jin tilting his head back with a laugh, as if the conversation had been on repeat since the last time they saw each other. Within minutes, the photos hit social media. ARMY went into full-scale meltdown. The hashtag Jin and Jimin trended at #1 globally, while hashtag Move to LA Jin and hashtag OT7 House in LA weren't far behind. Fans began pairing the new images with clips from the earlier viral backstage video, creating side-by-side edits that made it feel like one continuous story. Jimin's playful campaign to convince Jin to relocate witnesses at a nearby cafe added fuel to the fire, claiming the two had stopped in for coffee and pastries before heading into a sleek, modern building rumored to house a real estate agency specializing in luxury properties. One fan even swore they saw a brochure sticking out of Jin's tote bag when he left. BY evening, even mainstream news outlets had picked up the story. Variety ran the headline, "BTS reunion rumors heat up as Jimin and Jin spotted house hunting in LA." Entertainment commentators speculated that if Jin was indeed looking for a place in the city, it could signal a long-term regrouping of the members ahead of BTS's much-anticipated comeback. Neither Jimin nor Jin made any public comment, but the smiles in those photos told a story of their own, one that didn't need confirmation to keep ARMY believing that something big and very real was coming. 2 weeks after the now iconic Melrose Avenue sighting, the fandom's wildest theories seemed to gain traction thanks to one late-night leak. At 11:42 p.m. Pacific Time, a real estate insider account on Instagram posted a cryptic story, a blurred image of a modern glass-fronted property in the Hollywood Hills with a caption, "Sold. Buyer. Confidential. Korean celeb." It might have gone unnoticed until fans recognized the property. Weeks earlier, eagle-eyed ARMY had spotted Jimin and Jin entering what appeared to be the same building for a meeting. Side-by-side comparisons of the driveway, the balcony lines, and even the palm trees confirmed the match within hours. The post was deleted in less than 20 minutes, but the screenshots had already spread across Twitter like wildfire. BY morning, hashtag Jin buys in LA was trending globally, and every entertainment site from Billboard to Dispatch was scrambling for confirmation. One South Korean outlet, citing industry sources, claimed Jin had purchased the property through a trust to keep his name off public records, a common practice among high-profile celebrities. The description of the house only fueled more frenzy: 5 bedrooms, panoramic city views, a private recording studio, and an open-plan living space, perfect for hosting friends and collaborators. For many ARMY, it sounded like the perfect setup not just for Jin, but for other BTS members to spend time together when in LA. Jimin's role in all of this didn't go unnoticed. Fans began connecting dots between his repeated move to LA comments and this sudden, almost too perfect real estate rumor. Theories blossomed, some lighthearted. Jimin is BTS's unofficial relocation agent, and others more serious. This could be the hub for BTS's 2026 comeback prep. HYB once again refused to comment, but this time, Jin didn't stay entirely silent. On Weverse, he posted a single photo, a blurry night view of the Los Angeles skyline taken from a high balcony, with the caption, "The air here is nice." No address, no explanation, but the timing was unmistakable. For the fandom, that was as close to confirmation as they were going to get. And with every clue pointing toward a new chapter unfolding in Los Angeles, the whispers of move to LA were no longer just Jimin's running joke. They were starting to sound like reality.